Has Forgiven ever won a split? I don't think so.
Never.
So that's
That's
I mean, he's one of you masters.
yeah, that's European Uzi with less hair, but yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, joined here by Attila after a very interesting win against Rogue. Another backdoor from Vitality. What is going through your head right now after that win?
I mean, a win is a win. I'm happy about that one, but I think it was probably the worst game we had so far this split, even though like we are really lost against Schalke, but I think against Schalke we had like all the odds to win. Against Rogue, honestly, I think we just won because they are not the best team.
So against like most other teams, you probably would have lost that one.
Yeah, I think if we give all the all the resources and all the advantages that we gave to Rogue to someone like G2, I'm almost 99% sure that we will have lost that game.
I mean, in all fairness, even though like the kill board looked really, really one-sided, and it was like 12-2, you guys were ahead in gold still and had like dragon advantages and stuff. But of course, at the end of the day, in team fights, you could see, you know, the power of an Akali just deleting people and then getting caught at times and that kind of stuff. But was there like a specific call at one point to just go, okay, well, we're just two behind, we can't win the team fight, so we're just gonna try and split push and Jizuku you on the side lanes as much as you can?
I mean, our team comp against their team comp, right from the start, we never really want to team fight unless, I don't know, something really weird happens. We're 10k ahead or something like this. Yeah, like yesterday we were team fighting and our comp was not the best team fighting, but special occasions always happen in League of Legends and adaptation is key. But with our comp against theirs, I think like 5v5 straight up, I think we don't have that many tools to actually win team fights unless they really screw up. So basically, our goal this game was, okay, Chase, you know, like Chase getting ahead, like choose like every single match of Chase and choose play it through there, and that's about it.
Fair. Now, week 1, Vitality looked shaky. Mm-hmm. Week 2, Vitality looked very strong. Week 3, Vitality, you know, maybe a bit back to the shakiness, but you got the 2 wins. So on a power level of like 1 to 10, where would you rate Vitality right now?
Right now we're top 2, I think. Mm-hmm. Like you can argue that Schalke are looking really good as well, and they won against us as well, so that's a bonus for them. But I just believe that, for example, the game we played against them, we just played really poorly macro. Like we're ahead and we should have gotten a Nashor and end the game, and it ended up being the opposite. We were just running around and dancing on the Nashor. And next week is going to be decided as well more because we're going to face G2 directly. So it's going to be a really good reality check for everyone to see where we're really standing for, because it's going to be a really good match against them. But right now I think we're solid top 2.
Excited about the matchup against Berks in particular?
I mean, I'm not really excited about facing anyone. Like, I treat everyone as they were the fakers on my position. I just want to beat them, you know, and not disrespect them. Because I think that when we lost the most games is when we thought the enemy team was not that great, and then they find an opportunity, they start snowballing, and then the game is not on your hands anymore. So right now we're just respecting everyone as if they were RNG or something like this, and we just play our best.
Okay, so is that like you completely ignore the names of the enemies and just focus on the champions essentially and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care who I face. Like, I play exactly the same as if I face Rogue than if I face RNG. Like, we played exactly the same playstyle last year, so why would I care?
You did care a lot when you beat Mythy though, especially in the post-lobby chat and everything.
I didn't care. It was just like this urge of saying it, you know, like, because some things actually waking up this little fire that I have inside of me when people try to trigger me, and I just, you know, I had to say it, but that's about it. No personal urges against him or anything.
Was good banter. You got an award of the best interview of a pro player so far on Reddit, so you know people liked it for sure. What about your like rivalry with Upset in particular? Because I always feel like the two of you are always trying to up each other and are always at a similar level as well.
I just think that people put us like as Forgiven Reckless rivalry because we entered the league at the same time. And we just came out of nowhere and we stood like against each other many times as well, and we we've been on really good teams, I believe, so we're always on the top. So I believe that's what happens with us, right? Like people just see us like always fighting for the top spots, always trying to be the best, and I think we're just players that have really good mechanics and are good at the roles. And yeah, we just came really recently, but I don't really have anything special to beat Upset or anything.
Okay. Now, when you first entered the league back in last year, and I talked to you in week 1, you said that you wanted eventually to overcome Reckless. That was like your primary goal. Now that Reckless has had a rough start, is there like a new challenger that you still want to face, or is it still like, no, I still have Reckless as that target essentially?
I mean, this week, not this week, this split, I don't really think I have anyone on my target. Like, I think I have overpassed that. I'm just focusing on giving my team what they need to actually win games. I just want to have the best team, and I think like people will say that I'm the best AD whenever I win leg. So right now, I just when I win leg, whenever I win leg, I think people will have no doubts that I'm at the top 1 ADC. So.
I mean, that's usually what winning does to you,
I mean, I believe that you can be really one of the best, but to be really the best, I believe that you have to have that trophy.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
It's really important, I believe. Like, even Uzi, he was really, really insane. I think nobody discussed that, but for 5 years or something, he never won anything. And after, like, last year, he won 3, and he was already considered the best player in the world, right? So I believe it's not 100% necessary to win, but I believe it's something that solidifies that you're actually at the top.
Has Forgiven ever won a split? I don't think so.
Never.
So that's
I
mean, he's one of you masters.
Yeah, that's European Uzi with less hair, but yeah.
Also a lot taller. And
yeah, I hope he comes back on Summer Split. It will be interesting to see at what level he is right now.
Of course, you view yourself as a better AD carry at this point.
I think I always view myself as a better AD carry. If I don't believe in myself, who's gonna believe in me, right? So.
I mean, my mom usually believes in me if I don't believe in myself. So.
Yeah, but I think like confidence is key to be a really good player, and I think whenever you play with confidence is when you play at your best. So every time I face someone, like even when I faced 2Z, I didn't believe like I'm gonna destroy this guy. He's gonna be crying under turret, right? But I picked Raven, for example, and that's a really lame bully. You gotta go aggressive. You gotta do your stuff, and it don't matter if he's the best player in the world. You just do your best and hope for the best.
In that regard, the game against Misfits feel special also?
Not really. Like people were hyping a lot whenever we faced Misfits because they're a great team, and I picked Draven again.
And the bot lane is just such an interesting and a hot matchup.
Yeah, I picked Draven, but it's just okay. Maybe it's Handsome a special pick, but it's also my special pick, right? It's not like I'm like first time I picked Draven against them. It was my first time Draven in LCS because it was last split. And I used his skin to trigger him. That one, I can agree on it. But my skin is the blue one, okay? So this time I used my skin, and it was absolutely, okay, this is my pick now.
You've established yourself in that regard as well, in many other regards as well, of course. Are there like any other goals besides winning the split and like establishing yourself as the number 1 AD carry? Like any gameplay things that you really want to perfect?
I mean, we always strive really high. I think like if you strive, I want to win next game, it's not good enough, right? Like I always want big goals so we can actually have big success. And basically, I want to win like. I really want to win.
LEC, please say LEC. LEC really triggers me, I'm not gonna lie.
I want to win LEC.
Thank you.
And then I just want to go internationally and do better than what we did, because a lot of people actually praised us for the run that we had, but it really didn't feel that good, right? Because we didn't make it out of groups. We lost to C9 twice, and I believe both games were more than winnable. Even the first one was really winnable. So
that was big winnable.
Yeah. I think like we did the impossible. We did exactly the opposite that people thought we will do. So I think it really felt bad about it, and I just want to go international and actually compete against the best teams in the world.
Here's the good news. If you make top 3, and Cloud9 does as well, you can have your revenge at Rift Rivals back in Berlin this year. Very excited for that. So, okay. I mean, MSI is, of course, a big international goal, but Rift Rivals would be pretty solid too, no?
Yeah, I mean, I never went to MSI and Rift Rivals. Like last year, we fell short for one game against Splice, but it's gonna be definitely really good if we actually manage to go to both. I think it's
I mean, that would be insane. But even just making Rift Rivals would be pretty good.
Like Rift Rivals this year, I think it's more than achievable because I think this team is made for success. Honestly, like we have the same roster that went to Worlds and finished fourth and third with really good run in our first year as rookies, and now we have even Mowgli, which it's an upgrade of Kiki's in my opinion, and that's why he's here, right? So I believe like this team is just striving for success, and everything that is not winning LEC and going to the international stages and actually perform there, I think it will be a failure for us.
Fair. Anything you want to say to the Vitality fans?
Just the regular, like, thank you very much for being here. It's always really important to have the support from the fans, and I hope you're enjoying our split so far, because so far it's been really great.
I would agree with that. Of course, I'm objective, but Vitality fans are having a lot of fun in my mentions. So, a hashtag for the people that watch until the end?
Hashtag stop banning Draven.
Hashtag stop banning Draven. Thank you so much, Attila. This was Darius from the Shotcaller. Hope you have a good day. See you guys then. Bye-bye. We'd especially like to thank Krzysztof Buchnevich, Etienne, Thomas Göttel, Dominik Bolze, Lazy Raven, Erich Althaus, and Macic for your support, and of course all the other people whose names you see scrolling past you on the screen right now. Without you, our work wouldn't be possible. Thank you.